Welcome to Fast Stang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Notice how this car is invisible on the mini-map. They are parked there, but I knew they were over here. They parked in plain sight right on the road in the middle of the festival site there. And I will jump ahead where I am crossing the finish, getting into the Great Hoonigan Group A. Jump ahead again where I am in position for the final showdown. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 15. The range of time to leave is 11 to 13 seconds. I will leave at 12 seconds. And you notice with this particular game, I have shown you just one head-to-head. I found my Great Weekly Games compilations were getting, as my friend Mike Mechanic put it, movie length. So this is an attempt to shorten them. I exit perfectly here at 3 seconds, which will leave 1/2 of a second remaining on the timeout bar. And I'm angling over to the left. Try and get in line of this road here. Avoid that bridge on the right and buildings on the edge of the city on the left. And the finish is influenced, so I have to scramble. Get right of the spillway of the reservoir dam there. Open up the map and I can see the finish is on what I call Tunnel Road, so I will angle over towards the entrance into the tunnels. Get on this road for a hot second, then angle over to the right towards the entrance into Tunnel Road. I gain the lead through there. You can see one car behind me that will not be able to catch me, and the other cars are off on the right. There's no way they'll be anywhere near this finish. So I will put the power down across the suspension bridge, and the finish is in this next tunnel as I near 200 miles per hour, and I will have a cinematic finish for you here. Yes, what a great win.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
My notes actually said this was an epic win, so you'll see why my notes said that, even though this is within the Great Weekly Games compilation. I am up against a Hoonigan Group A in the Ferrari Spa. So I had momentum going by them, as you can see, and I am just barely maintaining the lead, but they are going to pass me through here very easily. I try bumping them. They get around me. We go through the clover leaf and then both angle over towards this finish. I am in more of a direct line. They are slightly off to the right, and I'm slowing this down. Watch. They missed the pin. They were too far right. They were going so fast, they missed the pin. I wind up beating them, and I'll show their gamer tag because out of frustration they quit. Can't say they blame them. I've done the same. So I will jump ahead where I am on the perimeter for Arena 3 of the future Arena Wall. And my plan is to just full send it and hopefully cross paths with someone and get into a level 10 here. And here's someone here that tries evading me. I go off to the left, Catch this skilled player in a level 10 Rocky going away from the direction of the head-to-head with momentum. I am going towards the finish. I'm sure they are very frustrated at that point that I caught them out of position like that. So I will just get over to the finish that I know is in this lane, but I will be certain to slow down so I do not go outside of the arena wall and have any arena damage. If you do that as the arena is shrinking for the final showdown, you will be eliminated by the arena. I will slow this selection down. A competitor gets into a Lamborghini Centenario. It offers me either the Funko or take their Rocky. I take their Rocky. And I will jump ahead where I am getting in position for the final showdown. Cross paths with the aerial nomad. Fast forward that where I just cross the finish and eliminate them. I will stay with Rocky. It offers me the Lamborghini Centenario, and the Brockie actually has the second highest top speed, just behind the Merc AMG 1.
Eliminated! Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
I will pause this here. Right around this seam on the roadway and the bridge is where I like to leave. Final showdown in 25 seconds. The range of time to leave for Arena 3 is 22 to 26, so I will leave it 25 seconds and just kind of slow roll going across the bridge here because the Brockie has a quick acceleration rate, and now I can start accelerating. I will slow my exit down. There was a Camaro going off to the side. Here's the Lamborghini Centenario. And I just narrowly avoid a griefer in a AMG GT. I exit with a great amount of speed at 2 seconds. First to exit the arena wall. That will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. Initially, my thoughts are the finish is in or around the lava field. I will know more when I open up the map in the straightaway ahead. Open up the map in a turn, you will go off-road and crash. Now that I am in this straightaway, I will open up the map and pause and zero in on the finish. It is on the eastern edge of the lava field, so once I clear the trees that are beyond this intersection, I will angle over towards it. Slow down my turn a little bit there. I know there are obstructions around that bend in the road, so I avoid that, but I did not remember if there was a rock in a small building. I go right between. Bit of good fortune there. Slow down to get through the trees without hitting any of them. Have a clean run. What a great win. Yes!
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
I will show you the beginning of this game. Watch how I jump down below here and line up the road that goes into Guanajuato, and watch this route that I take. At this Y-shaped intersection, I will go to the left by the church. Potentially there could have been a drop there. Potentially there could have been a drop back on the road before that Y as well. And I know there potentially is a drop in this tunnel, which there is a level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck. What a great start. So I will fast forward, going back out of Guanajuato, the same direction and road that I came in, and we'll jump ahead as I am crossing the finish. And I know this will be Final Arena 7 in the southeast. So we'll jump ahead again, where I went away from where the final arena would be and turned back towards this level 7 Merc AMG GT. Great car. And I imagine they were a bit surprised when they found someone so far away from the progression of the game in a level 9. Which is part of my strategy. Finding someone that is not in a high level car, that is on quite possibly a car drop search or avoiding head-to-heads. And as I mentioned a while ago, I know this will go to the southeast. And I will slow this down going through the trees. Watch this. This is hilarious. I don't want to jump down below, so I will slow down at this finish. I am not slow rolling it, and as I turn so I don't jump, I will slow this down as they do jump coming in late.
Opponent eliminated!
What about staying in the Fiesta because it is good off-road, but the Funko has a higher top speed, and someone else gets into a Funko there. Jump ahead where I am getting in position for the final showdown right at this bend in the road, this side of that intersection, directed west.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 7. The range of time to leave is 18 to 20 seconds. I will leave it 19 seconds. I found pulsating the throttle, I'm able to maintain my direction in the Funko. So I will do that, and I exit nearly perfectly at 2 seconds. The only one timing their exit on this road, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. Finish point appears roughly straight ahead, so I will stay on this road, go through the left center of the traffic circle. This is a clear route between the trees. I will enlarge the mini-map. Watch them as they try going through the traffic circle. They wound up running into a tree. They did not go through the left center. And this road that I am following goes on the south side of the pyramid strip, which you can see off on the right now. Up the map here and can see the finish is just south of the intersection, north of the hill that I can now see. So we'll go over the right edge of the hill. Pulsate the throttle to make this last left turn, get across the bridge, and I decided to try and jump over the right edge of the hill. See if I can get close to this finish here. They did well making up some ground to get close to the finish as I cross it, but a little too late. What a great win. Yes!
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
I was chasing this one vehicle, but this third vehicle comes over, so I turned the direction the head-to-head would lead, and I'm glad they did actually. 2 levels higher, and I knew this was going to be Final Arena 2, so the direction of the head-to-head would lead northeast over here, and I get to the finish right in front of them, and we'll take their level 7. Thank you very much.
Opponent eliminated.
I will jump ahead where I am crossing the finish against a level 1, so that was a very easy win. We'll level up into a level 8 here.
Opponent eliminated.
I level up in the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, and I will jump ahead. I went away from the progression of the game, heading back towards where the final arena will be with momentum. I go by Pro Lucky, also an RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, so their luck just gave out.
Opponent eliminated.
Level up into the Hoonigan Focus RSRX, and there are 5 drivers left, and I will jump ahead where I go by this vehicle, and that looked to be a level 10 there, so I go away from them and chase this level 6 and catch them in a Chola. So I had momentum and a quicker vehicle, so we'll get over to this finish and get into a level 10 here. So a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario trying to snipe people. And the arena is shrinking for the final showdown, so I will just make my way over in this level 10 Funko. I'll go by the Lamborghini and challenge them just to see if I can get them to run out of position.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Right at this bend in the road directed north is the point I like to leave from for Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave at 20 seconds. I exit with a great amount of speed at 2 seconds, just behind a Lamborghini Centenario and a Merc AMG 1. There is 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar, at which point it appears to be north of what I call the Bat's Head. I will know more as I get a little closer and open up the map. Bumping back and forth between me and that car. Oh, I hit a tree. And I open up the map. It is north of the Bat's Head. So I know from past experience not to follow the suggested route, to go a little farther to the left here. And it's a bit of more of a desperation mode because of hitting that tree. Normally I would like to go closer to the Bat's Head, but there is a switchback, I guess I'll call that, right of the Bat's Head. I'm going to try and go close to that, right between those buildings, between a few trees here. And I know to go a little farther to the left here. There are buildings just short of this finish. I've seen this many times before, and I've run into those buildings. They hit them. That is the Merc AMG 1 that I pass and will have the win. What a great win. Yes. I wound up being an online gaming friend and a very skilled player, Batati15. Good game.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator.
I wind up rage quitting in a level 1, and I wind up declining the Hyundai Veloster and staying in the level 2 Volkswagen Golf R. I like this car better. And we'll head over towards this drop, which I am glad I did. Look what I find. A Merc AMG GT 4-door coupe. Yes. Now we're talking. 30 drivers left, and I am going to go away from the progression of the game here. And as I do, I will open up the map. I can see this will be Final Arena 8. There's a short dirt road southeast of Atlantis to Tula. That's a clue it will be Final Arena 8. And I will jump ahead. I went north of the highway and we'll go by this car with momentum. Winds up being a level 10 Funko. Bit of a delay on engaging in a head-to-head, and I will enlarge the mini-map. Watch them. As I head over in between the greenhouses, I will angle over to the left once I am between them. On this road for just a hot second. Watch out for that shed. And that's the break I needed. It looked like they were gaining on me. So I will go around the east side of the pyramids over to this finish. It's closer to this point from that side. Now I will head over to this dirt road over here.
Opponent eliminated.
Pinned up against this tree, but I get off of it and I will fast forward this. I am just going to wait here until the final showdown, and this car comes around behind me, and I am not interested in engaging in a head-to-head. This is the vehicle I want for the final showdown, so I just went over on that road, not leaving enough time for them to engage and complete a head-to-head. And right next to these signs is the point I like to leave from, directed north.
Head-to-head's complete.
Right here.
Get ready for the final showdown.
This is the point I like to leave from for Arena 8. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at 23 seconds. Not fully accelerating through here because the Funko spins around in the water. And as I get closer, I will start accelerating and angle slightly over to the left where the road bends to the right. I exit with a great amount of speed at 1.5 seconds, which will leave 2 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And there is a shed and a barn I am just left of that I am aware of. I knew to take this line. Now, around this intersection that is ahead, there are greenhouses off to the right. I know I can go through the edge of that greenhouse there. Now, gradually angle over towards this finish. And it appears as though the finish is east of Guanajuato, so I will go right of the cloverleaf. The road configuration that is ahead is shaped like a dog's head. There are obstructions around the neck. Just above the neck in the middle of the dog's head, there are also obstructions. See them there on the right and around that trapezoid area on the back of the dog's head. Through a few random trees on this line. Angle over to this finish. It's right there. Let's see if I can jump towards it. With these trees. I've got the win. What a great win. Yes.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, Subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.